All right, welcome to the third review of the evening. Up this time is Rotate or Die. Rotate or Die throws you into a heart pounding, high speed adventure where danger lurks around every corner. You take control of a fearless young boy on a futuristic skateboard that hovers above the ground. I guess the term hoverboard might be trademarked. Like,
Maybe?
anyway,
If it is, it's
powered by
trademarked as something that doesn't work the way that they're supposed to. So,
mm, powered by advanced gas technology. Your mission to push the limits of speed, skill, and survival as you dodge relentless obstacles in a future world where every second counts. Right, so this game was given to the Golics for review. So over to him for the details.
well, the
Go.
title pretty accurately gives you the two things you can do in this. There's no speed control, so I don't know what they're talking about breaking the limits of speed or whatever. Uh, the only controls in this, there is no menu. When you start up, the only thing you can do is click to start playing, and the only control is dragging the mouse left and right. Note that the window does not capture the mouse.
Oh, fun.
You can release and then move and re-drag to continue spinning when you need to go more than a short amount of distance because it's strictly left and right, not actually circling around.
Hmm.
Um, so yeah, it took me a good. Well, first off, it took me a good 2 or 3 minutes to figure out how to do this game because there weren't any other buttons that worked. Escape doesn't do anything. There's no menus at all. Alt Enter to put it in windowed mode worked, but I had two controllers and it was going over. But I have rather I have two screens and it was going over the edge of the screen uh, when it was in full mode.
Hmm.
Um, and then once I was playing, it took me about 5 minutes to realize, or 5 stages, I should say, to realize that I was playing the actual game and not just some kind of tutorial that I was going to get somewhere with. Because the first few stages introduce new obstacles or variations of obstacles, but really, after about the seventh or eighth level, they stop coming out with really new things. So you get segments of the wall that are hazard stripes. If you hit those, you lose. There are what seem to be flamethrowers. If you hit those, you lose, but frankly, there's a lot of wiggle room on them.
Mm.
Like I thought you had to worry about hitting them with your head or something, but I think they only cover like the area that they are on,
Mm.
that they come out of rather.
One of those
There are
deals where you're.
lasers that knock you off if you hit them, and that counts as a loss.
Is this one of those things where the skateboard is your hitbox type deals?
I don't know. It seemed like your head would be the hitbox, but there aren't really any obstacles that it would do. So,
Mm.
um, the visual style, it's broken up into sets of 7 worlds or 7 levels, each level taking like less than 30 seconds to complete. I think, and the aesthetic changes every 7 levels or so, but I didn't think there was much new after about the 30th of those. I guess it gets techno-ier, but not that much. Um, every 7 levels, you seem to get a new board, but they all work the same. They just look different, and you can refuse it if you want. Since there is no menu, I could not find a way to choose between boards. So it's just, do you take the new one or not, I guess.
Is it on like shuffle or is it like in a sequence?
I did not start from the beginning more than once.
Mm,
I did not feel any to. Oh, the other obstacle is walls that get blown up by a missile right before you get there. So they're never actually a barrier, but they keep you from seeing the next barrier.
mm,
And since your whole goal is to be in the right zone, that does that. That is
right,
a reasonable threat.
right.
There are also coins to collect. I don't know if they fucking do anything. I guess they probably raise your score, but I didn't even see my score on any kind of regular basis, so.
And without any type of menu to see if there is a high score system
Right.
other than the good old post screenshot to message board.
Uh, it didn't even give a leaderboard. It just like gives you your number occasionally, I think.
Mm,
So yeah, there's barely anything here is I guess what I come down to. The aesthetic is vaguely interesting, although I got a little bit sick of the kid doing the same victory dance after every stage.
mm,
Um, the music is okay. Um, and the lack of menu and any controls is a pretty significant issue for me.
mm-hmm.
But even aside from that, just there's very little to the game experience, and it wouldn't have killed them at all to. Like, it seems like this almost wants to be a phone app
Either a phone app
where your only
or
control is swiping to the left or right, and, like, any touching the screen makes you start playing, and then it relies on the phone's native, uh,
tilt.
native operating system or whatever to shift off of the thing and quit, because to close the game I couldn't find any in-game way to do it. I just clicked the corner box after I'd made it windowed, which, remember, this launches in full screen and not everyone knows that you can alt enter something that's in full screen
I
a lot of the
imagined
time to
Alt
get it
F4
good.
would work.
Probably, but not everybody knows that alt anything does anything.
Fair.
So yeah, I don't think it's exactly what you'd call bad, but there's, like I said, barely anything here. How much are they asking for this, Adam?
See, the price is making me think that this is some kind of troll game or some kind of joke because they're asking $30 for it.
Uh, Either there's something here that I didn't find in my like half an hour playing the game, of which the last 20 minutes was indistinguishable amongst itself, or that's a troll. Yeah, I would not pay unless there is something hidden here that I did not discover. I would not pay more than $5 here, and even then, I might wait for a sale.
Duly
Mm.
noted.
It says collect coins to unlock new abilities and upgrades on the thing, and like the only new abilities and upgrades I got was the skateboards that seemed to come after every set of 7 levels, functioned identically, and
Basically a skin.
yeah. So it feels like it's not all there.
Mm.
So either I was doing something wrong, in which case it would have been nice if there was a menu or a readme or something.
Yeah, I'm looking at the tags for this, and for some reason they have class-based in here. I think somebody was just clicking random tags.
Yeah.
Like adventure, fine. Casual, fine. Sports, sure. Indie, yeah. Class-based, no.
It feels like a mini game that you'd find inside another game.
Right. or like one of those like screensaver type things.
Mm-hmm.
I've definitely seen like pipe run screensavers like this back in the day where it just goes on its own and just like generates backgrounds as it goes.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's about what I got for this.
Mm,
There are a bunch of positive reviews for it, but I don't know if these were like paid for or what.
yeah.
Anything
Uh,
else?
I've been pushing for things to say. There's barely anything here.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to overextend your.
Yeah.
yeah.
So that'll about do it for Rotate or Die here. Be sure to tune in after the break as we review Dark Sky.